Hello, sorry, I'm figuring some stuff out right now. Hopefully, people join the stream. Hello, hello, hello. I'll explain what we're doing in a moment. Just give me a second. I know nothing's happening right now, but hold on. Okay, so but why are we down to 3 people? We're at 5. Stop leaving. Look, I promise. Okay. Anyways, you're probably wondering what this stream is going to be. So right now, I have this. And we can see it's basically the normal Total Drama cast, but something's different. And it's this. Also, the fact that Tyler's gone, but I'll get to that in a moment. Have you ever wanted to be in Total Drama Island? Your answer's probably yes, because who wouldn't want to be in Total Drama? Oh, that's my voice. I need to turn that down. Okay, so basically, what I'm going to be doing, I also have a D20 dice, and you guys are going to be making decisions in the chat. And basically, it is going to be influencing what you do in the season, how the interactions will go, and more importantly, how you do in the season. The only thing is, I don't see a lot of people in the chat right now. We only have 2 people, so that's kind of an issue because it kind of needs a lot of people to work. If you're wondering why I specifically chose Tyler, it's because he did basically nothing during Total Drama Island, so I kind of felt like he was expendable, you know? So instead of Tyler, this is now you guys. And while we're waiting for more people to show up, what we're going to do is just figure out what type of person this is. So first of all, do you guys want to play as a guy or a girl? Is this going to be, I don't really know how else to word it. Is it going to be a guy or a girl? I'll just see what's in the majority. I can't stay for long because this is so late at night for me. This is the only time I could stream. I'm sorry. Usually I'm in a hotel right now, and usually my dad's here, but I'm actually alone for once, so I'm actually able to stream. See, 1 vote for man. It's fine. I understand. Man, okay. It seems like people want to play it. It makes sense keeping the ratio even. But now, what do you guys want his name to be? The very first name I see in the chat is the name I'm going to go with. I'm not going to it's just whoever said the name first is going to be the name for the guy we're playing. James. Okay, this is going to be James. So we have James instead of Tyler. And now there's a few things that I need to spin. Random wheel. There's a few things I got to spin for. Nah, sorry, Logan. We already chose James. So, first of all, it's going to be tall, average, or short. Okay, so he's average. Okay, now average or weak. Okay, James is also average in strength. Okay, now intelligence. Is James smart? I'm actually gonna add 5 for this one. Is he genius, smart, average, below average, or I can't say that. I'll just say stupid. James is okay. Your guys' character is going to be below average in intelligence, but that's fine. That means he's not stupid. Anything else? How about his charisma? Is he charismatic, average, or is he an incel? Can I be after James? No, James isn't actually the guy we're playing as. This is just some random person, but like we're calling him James. Like, so James is all of you. James isn't just James, you know. James is everybody in the chat. Okay, anyways, James is average and charisma also. So yeah, James, all of you are James right now. James is just the first name that was chosen. So not gonna lie, this James guy is kind of a loser. But anyways, besides that, I think it's best if we go to past the episode 1. So everyone gets introduced, blah, blah, blah. I don't really remember the order. Doesn't really matter, yada, yada, yada. But then it's your so we're all James. Yes, everyone here is James. You are all James. You are a hive mind. Think about like a bee's hive mind. I don't know. Anyways, what do you guys want to do as your introduction? How do you introduce yourself to the island? And you guys kind of need to come up with a consensus. And then after you guys decide, I'll roll a d20 to determine. Slowly grabs Ethan's hand and winks. Okay, we're not doing that. And then I'll roll this d20 dice to determine how well it goes, your introduction to the island. We should be friends with Katie and Sadie. That's not right now. This is literally just like your very first introduction, like how Tyler wiped out on the ski thingy, or how Cody was like, "What's up, ladies?" It's just the very first thing you do. So right now, it's not making friends or anything. It's literally just, what do you do the second you step onto the dock? What's your introduction? Okay, actually, you know what? Avoid confusion. We're not going to name this guy James anymore, just because I want people coming to the chat and being like, "Oh, this is just for James." So I'm sorry, I'm changing the name. Let's do a random name generator. So I'm sorry, James, but I don't want this to get confusing. No, I don't use. I need fucking AI that. Okay, all categories. Is there masculine? There we go. Okay, no, we're not calling him that. I think I have to make it an American name. I'm not racist, I swear, but it needs to be something I can pronounce. That's not American. No, Coy. You could go with Bob. Let's call him Bob. You know what? I'm fine with Bob. Let's go with Bob. We don't need a random name generator. Those suck anyways. Okay, let's see. Hi, I'm excited. What's up, you guys? Great to be here, and I'll smooth with the ladies. Let's try that. So he's going to be smooth with the ladies. Well, he tries to. So Bob tries to be smooth with the ladies, and the 15 was already there. That's not how. Okay, so the ladies immediately think that he's a complete creep. Not a single lady's interested in him. Honestly, I think some of the men fall for him. This basically went as horribly as you can imagine, and now everyone hates Bob. Okay, then. So everyone hates Bob. Why did I move everyone up here to episode 1? I just ruined the teams. Okay, yeah, Bob, everyone hates him. Cool. Critical fail first roll. Hold on. Sorry. This is not going well for Bob right now. I think Bob honestly has a worse reception than Ezekiel, which I didn't even know was possible. So he's just the best version of Cody. I think he's worse than Cody. He rolled a 1, not even a 2 or a 3. He got a 1. Anyways, I think the team swap still happened. I don't see why that would change. And now is the first important. Oh, wait, shoot. Anyways, okay, now is the first important option. Do you guys jump off the cliff? What do you think? Do you chicken out or do you go for the jump? Because nothing much else really happens before the jump. Like, there's no interactions. Yes, we jump. Okay, you guys jump. I want to say this. As long as you don't get a 1 or a 2, Actually, not. As long as you get as long as you don't get a 1 or 2, your jump is successful and you get the point. But like a low number will still mean like you get hurt, or like maybe it was a pathetic jump. If you get like a 20, then it'll be like the sickest jump ever. Okay. A 19. Okay, so you guys do like an awesome rad flip. Everyone is impressed by your jump. You land perfectly in the middle of the circle. Basically, as slightly less successful than Justin, I'll say. Your guys' jump was really good, and now your team is starting to think a little bit higher of you. But keep in mind, everyone still thinks you're a creep because you try to be charismatic with the woman and you roll the 1. So this doesn't really save everything, but you guys are better now. Now, hot tub building skills. I really don't see any way you could save your team from losing the challenge, because this team was just, even with you jumping, your team would still lose. I want to ask real quick, is there anything that you guys want to try in order to try to get more people to jump? Because the people who didn't jump were, who didn't jump on the team? Courtney and DJ. Those two were the people who lost for the challenge. So is there anything you guys could possibly do to get one of them to jump? It's going to be really hard. If you guys can come up with something, you have to roll like a really high number to try to save this part of the challenge for your team. Threaten DJ, we push Courtney off. I don't think threatening DJ would do anything. It would just make him run away, but you can try it. Okay, I'm seeing multiple people say push Courtney. Courtney is very strong, and you guys got average strength, so I'll say it's only successful if you're rolling 18 or above. Okay, so not only was it successful, but now Courtney hates you, and I think she didn't actually push you off the cliff because you guys got 19 for that, so it wouldn't make sense. But she still shoves you to the floor when you try to push her off, and now you look like even more of a loser. The only thing you have going for it yourselves right now is that you did a good jump, but right now you're kind of looking like the main target for the team. Anyways, hot tub building challenge happens, and I don't see any way your guys' team could win. I'll roll the d20. If you guys get a 20, I'll say you guys somehow managed to win for your team, but anything below a 20 and your team loses still. Yeah, your team still loses, and because of the 5, you do barely anything to help in the challenge. So now you guys lost a challenge, and your name actually gets thrown out there, along with Courtney, DJ, and I think that was all that happened in the original episode before the Ezekiel part happened. Your name actually gets thrown out because people are like, man, this guy's a creep. He's pathetic. Stuff like that, you know. But then Ezekiel says the classic line, and now basically everyone is against him. So now we get, I just realized we're on episode 2 now. Because episode 1, no one gets eliminated. So now we're on episode 2, and we're at the voting ceremony. We were at episode 2 before, but just ignore that. And now you guys have to choose who to vote. Who is your guys' vote for the season? And for this first elimination? Ezekiel. Let's vote Jeff for shits and giggles. It's kind of obvious. Yeah, but we vote Courtney. Ezekiel's my real name, but get him out of here. Ezekiel. Oh, wait, no. Vote Courtney. Okay, so you guys, it seems like people are split between Courtney and Ezekiel. So since you guys want to try to get Courtney out, because Courtney hates you now, what do you do to try to get Courtney to get eliminated? Because you got to keep in mind, just voting for Courtney is not going to do anything. So what do you try to do right now? You can try to side with someone. You can try to make up lies about Courtney. What do you do right now to try to get Courtney eliminated instead of Ezekiel? Because you got to be really convincing because of what Ezekiel said. You can't just say, oh, we vote Courtney. That's not going to do anything. We need like a plan here. You form an alliance. Tell Ezekiel to vote. What Hawk said. Make Zeke apologize to the girls. That's interesting. What are you guys going with? Honestly, I think I like Hawk's idea, but it's up to you guys. Plus, we would point out we weren't. I agree with Deku. Make friends with Katie and Sadie. What Hawk? It's between what Hawk said and what Deku said. I think. Come on, Hawk. Let's be friends with Katie and Sadie. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. I think you guys want to go for Hawk's try. I'm just seeing a little bit more of that. So you get Ezekiel like, hey man, you're probably gonna vote out. You need to apologize to all the ladies, and maybe we can get Courtney out. So obviously Courtney's not in on this, but you guys get Eva, Sadie, Katie, and Bridget. And Ezekiel tries to apologize, and it actually goes pretty well. Some of the ladies forgive him. Let's say, like, since he got a 14, let's say most of them forgive. Let's say Eva doesn't forgive him. But now, say Katie, Sadie, and Bridget forgive Ezekiel. And now you guys are kind of chatting. And I know you guys mentioned earlier, we don't need to discuss this. You already know. You guys try to get Courtney out. But that's only 5 votes. Because Eva still is going to vote Courtney because you guys didn't roll high enough to get Eva on your side. So, is there any one last ditch effort you want to try to get Courtney out? Because right now it's still looking like it's going to be probably a 5-5-1 vote. I think Duncan would. I don't know. Let's say Bridget doesn't quite forgive Zeke yet, but also doesn't vote him. Duncan might have voted Courtney in the OG. That is true, but we don't know that. So you guys still need to do something. Duncan votes Corey because he could go with that. Bridget would talk to Jeff. No, Bridget wouldn't talk to Jeff. They didn't really talk at all in the first episode. They convinced Duncan to vote with us. Yeah, I was waiting for that. So one last thing. You realize that Duncan really wanted to get Courtney out. So you go up to Duncan by yourself, not with the alliance, and hey, dude, we should still vote Courtney. And you guys don't even really need to roll high for this to work. As long as you don't roll like a 1, 2, or 3, Duncan goes with you. That's not the right dice. Okay, yeah, you guys didn't roll high. Duncan doesn't exactly like you right now, but he still agrees, which means we get to the ceremony. These 5 think Ezekiel's the easiest vote. But in a 6-5 vote, you guys actually managed to get Courtney eliminated. Courtney is shocked. No one really is upset, but some people are upset that Ezekiel didn't get out. The main person who's upset right now is Eva, because Eva really doesn't like Ezekiel. But besides that, no one's really upset by Courtney getting eliminated. And now we're on to episode 3. Before we start the challenge and everything, what do you guys want to do right now? There's one action you can take, like one interaction you can have or something. What do you guys want to do before the challenge? It can be either like during the eating part, during the running part, just some kind of interaction you guys want to have. Let's go make out with. Oh, okay, no, we're not doing that. Let's talk to Katie, Bridget. Tell Harold how much an alpha male he is. Not gonna lie, that would probably work, but I don't know if it would do a whole lot. Let's talk to people outside of our allies so we can extend our charisma across the team. You rolled average in charisma. Maybe DJ. Let's talk to Jeff and DJ. About what? Like talking to you can talk to them, but like, are you trying to make an alliance? Or are you trying to talk to be friends? Like, what's the goal here? Like, and that goes for everyone saying like we should talk to a certain person. And by the way, I just want to let you guys know I'm not doing this all in one day. It's gonna be split into 2 parts: pre-merge and merge. If you guys make it to merge, you might not even make it, but yeah, probably make friends with the guys. Okay, let's go. I think more people are saying that because yeah, Jeff and DJ with the whole team, I guess. We are not making it to the merge. Okay, so you just try to talk to the guys. The conversation goes average. You guys basically just talk. You don't form any allies, but no one really hates you. People still kind of don't like you because of that whole introduction. Eva probably still thinks you're a creep, and everyone, like all the girls on the Screaming Gophers, probably think you're a creep still. But Katie and Sadie and Bridget are kind of starting to warm up to you, and the guys don't exactly hate you. Everyone's just kind of like whatever about you, you know. You're not really impressing anybody. And now we get to the challenge. And there's not really much to discuss here. You need to roll like basically a 20 or a 19 in order to win the challenge for your team. Otherwise, Gwen still wins it. You do good in the challenge. You do pretty good. I will say you last like that like final 5 group of people like Ezekiel, Duncan, Gwen, and 2 other people I forgot. You guys are basically a part of that group. Oh yeah, true. Ezekiel does like you guys because you saved him, but nothing else really. Since Tyler isn't here, does that mean we get together with Lindsay? I mean, maybe. So yeah, you guys do good in the challenge, but you guys still lose. And right now, the votes, that whole thing with Heather doing the MVP thing that Eva still happens. Do you guys want to try to like save Eva or impact that at all, or do you just want to talk to someone else right now? What do you want to do? You guys can either try to impact the elimination or just try to form an ally or whatever. Really? I saw a what if one time that said if Tyler was in the season, Duncan X Lindsay would have happened. Now we shouldn't say Viva. She hates us. Just go with the crowd. So what exactly do you want to? So what exactly do you want to do then? Just nothing, basically. Just kind of blend in. Is that your guys' plan right now? I feel like we got a little band of misfits on our team with Zeke and the BFF. So we try to pull one more Jordy. I say Harold. Just kill Eva. Let Heather just sabotage her again. Just tell everyone to vote Eva. Oh, I agree with Hawk. So now we have something going on. You guys have like a little bit of group of misfits. You have Ezekiel, Katie, and Sadie. Bridget's also your friend, but like you guys said earlier, not as much. And now you guys want to try to talk to Harold. I also saw someone say you want to talk to Bridget. We can do that. You guys can have already talked to Bridget with that whole situation. Let's talk to Harold. Okay, you talk to Harold. You say, hey, dude, you're kind of a loser, but don't worry. We all are. We kind of have a loser alliance going on right now, and we want you to be a part of it, and we can take over the team. And the way Harold takes this, he hates you guys. He completely hates your guts, and he wants nothing to do with you ever again. Ever. Like in his entire life, he thinks you are the worst human being in the entire world. Uh, yeah. In fact, it's so bad. Harold actually votes you in this elimination, but he has no allies, so that doesn't mean anything. And now that horribly failed, we should have just called him an alpha male. It's too late to talk to Bridget. That was your one like action you could take. Luckily, Eva still gets eliminated, but it's actually kind of close for you because Harold votes you because he hates you so much. And yeah. So now all the women on the Screaming Gophers and Harold hate you. This isn't going very good for you guys, but I'm loving this. Okay, next we get the dodgeball. What is your guys' one action you want to do before dodgeball? Who do you want to interact with? Do you kind of want to just lay low? What do you guys want to do? Guys, we're going to win the whole show. I don't think you're going to win. I'd be shocked if you even make it to merge. Luckily, you still have Katie, Sadie, and Ezekiel kind of on your side. Ezekiel is completely on your side. Katie and Sadie don't like love you guys. You know, interact with Heather. Ooh, that could work. Let's try to befriend Heather. Does anyone else agree with that, or do you guys have a different plan? Let's talk to Bridget. She's one of the few people we have fully talked to Zeke to try to change his views on Starter Redemption arc. Let's try to do, I'm seeing two people say talk to Bridget. I think talking to Bridget is what people, and that Enzo has been saying talking to Bridget for a long time. I don't want to be just ignoring them. So talk to Bridget. I think that's the play right now. So you guys talk to Bridget. I don't think you guys would want to. Do you guys want to let her know of the alliance, or are you just like having a friendly conversation with her? Because that's actually very important. Do you tell her about the alliance right now, or no? Because I try and pull her. Not gonna lie, go all in. Oh, you guys can try to start a relationship. That could work because I don't think Jeff and Bridget really interacted much yet. So, but trying to pull her still doesn't let me know if you try to get her in the alliance or not. So, now, but someone else is saying be friends. Wait, you've got a point. Me? We gotta pull her in and away from Jeff. Oh, I see people saying try to flirt with Bridget. Dang it, Loban. But anyways, you guys try to flirt with Bridget. Keep in mind, your charisma's like average, so you guys need to roll like kind of high for this to like start working. And Bridget loves you guys. She basically forgot what happened episode 1. You guys aren't in a relationship yet, but she's getting interested right now, you know? So that's happening. And but here's the thing. Jeff is also eventually going to get interested in Bridget. So you guys have to deal with that later. But for now, Bridget's like, you're kind of cute. Blah, blah, like you're not dating yet, but stuff is starting to happen. Anyways, the dodgeball challenge, basically the whole thing with Duncan still happens. So I want to roll for your skill in the challenge. Tyler, when he was here, did absolutely horrible. And you guys do have Ezekiel instead of Courtney, though, and Courtney is strong. As long as you guys don't roll like a 2 here, you don't blow it for your team, and your team still wins. You guys actually do really good in the challenge. Staying at 17. Obviously not as good as like Duncan, but you guys actually kind of pull your weight here. And your team still wins. And honestly, I don't see anything that's happened so far changing the elimination. What is your guys' one action that you want to do before the elimination ceremony? You guys still have like one more thing you can do. Do you want to try to save Noah for whatever reason, or do you just want to keep flirting with Bridget? What do you guys want to do? Because if you guys don't do anything, obviously Noah's going to be eliminated. Throw a dodgeball at Noah. Yeah, just join him in the ceremony. No, wait, who the fuck is Noah? True. Warn Noah, save Noah, and kill. I don't think you guys can manage to kill Owen. The only other person could possibly get eliminated is Izzy. There's no way you guys get Owen eliminated. That would not work. I thought we were making out with Owen. Well, that would completely destroy everything with Bridget, but I mean, Noah basically is gay, so not Noah, Owen. Well, Noah would kiss Cody, so he's probably gay too, but James, I might screenshot that. Don't worry, I'll screenshot it. Okay, I got it. Anyways, because I'm actually watching the stream on my phone, so yeah. Anyways, is there anything you guys want to do right now, or you kind of just want to like relax with your team, you know? Ethan, yeah? Ethan, yeah? Dude, yeah? Let's rig the votes against Owen. You guys need to roll basically a D20. Let's vote for Ethan. I'm so cooked with this stream ends. You guys can't vote for me. If you vote for me, the stream ends. Yeah, vote Ethan. Okay, you guys want to vote for me? You know what? I'm gonna go with that. You guys join the Screaming Gophers in their ceremony. Go into the voting booth and write down the name Ethan, even though there isn't even an Ethan on the island. And you roll an 8. So basically, everyone just thinks you're weird again because you showed up to the ceremony and voted for someone named Ethan who isn't even on the island and just walked away back to your team. So now the Screaming Gophers have that impression of you, that you're just some weirdo. Anyways, Noah's eliminated, and I know you guys are trying to say vote me, but screw yourselves. That's what I'm going with instead because you guys are trying to vote me out. Anyways, episode 5, yippee, talent show. So before we start the talent show, what do you guys want to do before the challenge? This is the episode where Lindsay gets Heather to steal Gwen's diary. Cody's being weird with Gwen. Some other stuff happens. What else do you got? Let's push Jeff off a cliff. We should just rewrite. For our daily interaction, we should tell Bridget about the alliance. That could be the play. No, Courtney means no vile. True. But before we get to that, what do you guys want to do for your daily action? Also means no Harold getting rejected. True. So Harold probably would actually just compete by default. So Harold is a talent. We should just rewrite. Stop Lindsay stealing Gwen's diary, but you don't even really know about it. So I don't know how that would work. Recommend Ezekiel. Guys, we're before the challenge. Like, what do you want to do before the challenge? Like, this is your one action before the challenge. Ezekiel can do Ezekiel things. He could do archery. Wasn't he like an archer in his audition tape? But that's besides the point. We're not at the challenge yet. What do you guys want to do like right now? Ezekiel wins by doing absolutely nothing. Officially roping Bridget into the alliance sounds like the smartest thing to do, not gonna lie. Ezekiel, Skibidi Toilet did not exist in 2007. I agree with Hawk. Okay, it seems like we got people agreeing. You guys tell Bridget about the alliance, and Bridget is completely in. She is like fully invested. She'll never betray you guys. She's basically your guys' puppet now, I guess, your bitch. So yeah, Bridget is basically like yours now. Also, I'm just trying to say, because you guys rolled a 20, I don't even know how you guys did that, but since you rolled a 20, Bridget is also now just madly in love with you. Like, she is completely obsessed with you. She thinks you're the most handsome man on the planet. Wait, she's our what? Nothing. So yeah, now that's happening. Bridget is like your main person. Ezekiel might get a little jealous later because Ezekiel really likes you guys. Not like romantically, but still. Anyways, that happened. And now the main question. So obviously Harold gets to show his talent to the team. So Harold is participating in a talent show. That's for sure. But here's my guys' question. Do you guys want to try to participate in the talent show? Damn it, now we should have named. So, are you guys participating in the challenge show, or are you just gonna like let Harold do his thing, or what? Jeff says being super. Yeah, I think that Jeff. Yes. Oh, yes. You guys do want to participate in the talent show? Well, I have to leave now. It's getting late. Oh, dang it. Yes. We are below average intelligence. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Let Harold do his thing. See you, Loban. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm getting the merge today. I might just stop at like episode 6 or 7 because it is kind of late. Us, Harold, Ezekiel. Okay. So because you guys want to participate in the challenge show, I'm not actually going to let you guys choose your talent because that's boring. So instead, ignore the thing that said horror titles. I swear I wasn't using that for my horror subseason to think of titles for the episode. Anyways, give me a random talent. How about, okay, so your guys' talent is whistling with your fingers. And you guys do an 18. Your guys' performance is almost as good as Harold was. Apparently, your guys are amazing finger whistlers. That doesn't really help you at all outside of this challenge, but it's something that you guys can do. Harold still wins for the challenge for the team. It's not you guys. If you guys rolled a 20, I would have said that you win it for the team instead. But you guys still win the challenge for the team. Harold still wins the challenge, so your team still wins. And now we're going to the elimination. What is your one action you want to do before the elimination happens? His name isn't Jeff, it's Jeff. We are amazing finger whistlers, Ethan 2025. I mean, hey, yeah, I did say that. Hey, but to be fair, you were the one who said, let me see, let me pull up the screenshot real quick. You did say, I thought we were making out with Owen, James 2025. So, yeah. Get people to vote Heather, rig the votes against Owen. I don't think you really can rig the votes or have a reason to rig the votes. Let's do something romantic with Bridget. But yeah, let's rig against Owen. Vote Ethan again. So you guys want to look crazy. Bob get Cannon. I don't really. You guys have no idea how badly I want to do the Bob Insanity arc. That would be funny. You guys can just go to the voting area and vote Ethan again, even though Ethan doesn't exist. Someone saying just do something romantic with Bridget. Two people are saying rig the votes against Owen, so that actually seems like the majority right now. So I guess I have to go with that because it's majority. So for some reason, even though you don't know Owen and you haven't talked to a single person on this team and all the women think you're weird, you go into the voting booth and try to change the vote to vote for Owen. And it doesn't work. You guys kind of just write down a bunch of names for Owen and then walk out. And then when Chris is rating the votes, he's like, Owen, Owen, Owen. Why is there 17 votes for Owen? So he goes to check the footage and it shows you guys putting a bunch of votes for Owen. He doesn't actually punish you guys because he kind of just thinks you're crazy or on meth or something. So nothing actually bad happens, but nothing good happens either. It's like basically, you guys kind of just walked into a booth, wrote names for Owen, and walked out for no reason, and Justin still gets eliminated. Bob is canonically fat phobic. So that's how that elimination went down. You just tried to rig the vote for Owen, and nothing happens. Cool. What are we doing here, guys? Apparently being crazy. Anyways, episode 6 happens. What is your guys' one interaction you want to do? Like, what do you guys want to do before the challenge starts? Keep in mind. So right now, what's happening is that Ezekiel really likes you guys. Bridget is madly in love with you. Katie and Sadie think you're cool, but aren't like they would still switch. Like they wouldn't. Oh, like they're not 100% always voting with you guys. Harold completely hates you, and everyone else just thinks you're whatever. And on this team, Gwen, Heather, Lindsay, Izzy, and Beth think you're a creep. And the other 4 and everyone also thinks you're a weirdo. Let's make out with Bridget. Yeah, let's do that. Let's talk to Izzy. We are both crazy. Seems like 2 people are saying make out with Bridget, so that's the majority, I guess. Do you guys want to just make out with Bridget before the challenge starts? seems like. Yep. Okay, you guys are making out with Bridget, and I mean, she doesn't really enjoy it that much, but like she's just kind of all right with it. She says in confessional booth that she's had better makeout sessions before, but like it doesn't like change her opinion on you guys. So that's kind of just what you guys do. You have a below average makeout session with Bridget. Cool. Anyways, the challenge starts. It's going pretty much the same, but oh no, hold on. Hold on. No. I don't want to change you to no. You stay green. Oh no, they ran off. Okay. Oh no, you. I want to change. I'll change you to, like the purple. Oh no, Katie and Sadie ran off. So now Katie and Sadie ran off, and you guys notice when you're at the campsite. No one else notices, but you notice because you're actually kind of close to Katie and Sadie. You're the only people on the team who actually care about them. So no, you're not going to keep Katie and Sadie getting lost. That's not going to happen. But what you guys can try to do is you guys can either look for Katie and Sadie you want. Either look for Katie and Sadie or stay on your team. Those are your two options right now. I think the Fear Factor episode is actually going to be the episode I stop at because we don't have a lot of people here right now. Search for Katie and Sadie. Search for them because I want Katie. Look for them. Okay, guys, look like you're saying look for them. So here's how it's going to be work. If you get an 8 or above, you guys find them. But like anything above an 8, like 8 through 20, is going to determine how well you break up their argument. So you guys find them and you try leaning back the camp, but Katie and Sadie are still arguing with each other, and you're not really able to resolve that at the moment. But Katie and Sadie, because of you guys, do manage to get back to camp, which is good. But they're still arguing. And because of this, I'm actually going to roll another dice. If you guys, because right now, since Katie and Katie are back here, you have a much higher chance of winning the challenge. But actually, no, I'm not going to do that yet. Right now, while you're at the campsite, what do you guys want to do? You guys can either try to resolve the conflict with Katie and Sadie or do something else. If you guys don't resolve the conflict with Katie and Sadie, I'll deal with that in a moment. You can interact with Duncan. Duncan's still telling his scary story. What do you guys want to do? Before I go on to the next part, because I still probably should give you a chance to do something in the challenge, especially because this is a very interaction-based challenge. Dress up as a bear and scare the whole team. How original. Let's be a better Izzy. Trying to talk to Duncan so he can flip as he doesn't like Harold. We don't. Try and talk to Duncan. That is true. That guys don't like. I think this is like stop the argument. Talk to Duncan is the best plan for scream Ethan repeatedly. Seems like we got 2 people saying vote for Duncan. Talk to Duncan. Is that what you guys want to do? Search in the woods for Ethan. Why? He's out there. So tell a scary story with a psycho killer as Duncan. You guys are making Bob batshit crazy, and I love it. But it seems like technically the most voted option is just to talk to Duncan and try to get him to hate Harold because 2 people said that. So you guys are going to do that. And now Duncan dislikes Harold more than he even did. That's basically all that happens. Like, he still doesn't really like you guys, but now he just doesn't like Harold even more. But anyways, now the argument, since you guys didn't settle the argument of Katie and Sadie, if I roll a 10 or below, no, a 9 or below, Katie and Sadie still lose the team for the challenge because they are too busy arguing to hurry up back to camp. If I roll a 10 or above, you guys actually win the challenge, and the Screaming Gophers go to elimination. Katie and Sadie still haven't made up, but you guys grab their hands and drag them back to camp, and your guys' team actually wins the challenge, which means that the Screaming Gophers are going to the elimination ceremony because you guys brought Katie and Sadie back. You're the only reason why your team won the challenge, basically. How would this elimination go? Now I need to think about this. While I'm thinking about this, you guys can tell me what your one thing that you want to do is. Try to rig the votes against Owen. You guys already tried that. Tell all the Screaming vote. They would vote Izzy. Oh yeah, they would vote Izzy because Izzy did that thing. So unless you guys do something, Izzy's going to get eliminated. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. Rig the votes against Owen. So it seems like you guys want to either get the Gophers to vote Ethan or rig the votes against Owen again. Keep in mind, if this goes wrong, you guys can be punished or potentially kicked off the show. Tell the Gophers to vote to Ethan. So it's between to tell the Gophers to vote Ethan or rig the votes against Owen for some reason. What do you guys? Those are the two options right now. For some reason, those are rig against Owen. Tell them to vote Ethan. Bob and Sandy are tell all the Screaming Gophers stop. What do you mean stop what? Rig against Owen. Okay, we actually have 3 votes for rigging against Owen again, I think. I guess you guys are going to try to rig the votes against Owen again. And unless you get a 19 or a 20. Yeah, it doesn't work. And now that you guys rolled a 2, you guys actually get punished. Chris comes up and talks to you. He's like, hey, man, you guys need to stop. You need to stop trying to rig the votes against Owen, or I'm going to kick you off the show for trying to cheat. I understand. I don't even know if you're trying to be funny or serious or actually trying to get eliminated. I don't even know you know who Owen is. But you need to stop trying to rig the votes against him because it's not going to work, and I checked the cameras. So, basically that happens. Chris has a talk to you guys, and you guys are basically in trouble now. And now Chris thinks lower of you. Chris sees you as this cheater guy, but not like a cool, like, villain like Heather, just this insane guy. And now Izzy gets eliminated for trying to scare the team in the bear costume. This is going to be the last episode we do for this stream because we don't have a lot of people here, and I'd rather have more people here. So this is going to be the final episode for now. Episode 7, Fear Factor. Now, I am not going to let you guys choose your fear. Give me a random, super obscure phobia. So when you guys gather for the ceremony, and like, not ceremony, for like the campfire thing and talk about your guys' fears, you guys admit that your fear is the fear of beards. You're just scared of anything that has a beard. So you're scared of Harold's little beard thing, Ezekiel's little beard thing. I'm pretty sure Chris doesn't have a beard. But you guys are just super scared. No, fuck off. We're not doing fear of Ethan. Oh yeah, you guys are just super afraid of DJ. Ethan, do you have a beard? No. So anyways, you guys admit that you're afraid of beards. And during your guys' challenge, what you have to do is you have to wear a fake beard for 2 hours. If you roll a 10 through 20, you guys are successful. If you roll a 1 through 9, you guys fail. No, a 1 through 10, you guys fail. 11 through 20, you guys succeed. Or 7, you guys are not able to wear the beard for 2 hours. You guys almost do it, but you take it off. You take it off around the hour and a half mark. Would your team still lose the challenge, though? That's the question. Here's the thing. Courtney isn't here to make Duncan get rid of his fear anymore. So Duncan would fail his. I don't think Katie and Sadie fear would probably be being separated from each other now instead of bad haircuts. So they probably wouldn't get their fear. But so Cody doesn't get his. When I don't really remember who gets theirs, but I think simply because not only do you guys fail yours, but Duncan fails his, and now we have these two failing. Bridget still fails hers because of Cody. Harold fails his. So, yeah, you guys' team basically completely falls apart in this challenge. Well, Beardo, he has Beard in his name. Shame that he died, though. I agree. How is it that I just now realized we undid the entirety of Dunkney in just one episode? Yeah, Dunkney just never happens. But anyways, you guys just lose the challenge. So what do you guys want to do right now after the ceremony? I would say the biggest targets right now are probably... Who would be a target right now? Obviously you guys, because you guys are scared of fear. Probably Katie and Sadie, and just for not being able to be separated from each other. Duncan, maybe for stupid fear. I don't think pretty much no one would be against Bridget for failing. Tell everyone to vote Chris. You guys are going to get yourself eliminated. Since Zeke and Bridget are voting with us regardless, we convinced to be invested to vote Jeff. By the way, we should vote Jeff to prevent Bridget from getting any close to him. Wait, that's true. We cannot have Jeff stealing Bridget from us. Okay, so basically, you obviously Bridget and Ezekiel are fully on your side. So now you try to get Katie and Sadie to vote Jeff. You guys don't really need to roll super high for this to work because Katie and Sadie already like you more than they like Jeff. By the way, I forgot to mention Katie and Sadie sold their argument before the challenge starts because otherwise this being separated thing wouldn't work. But anyways, yeah. As long as you guys roll above like a 6, I'll say it works. Okay, so apparently Katie and Sadie are madly in love with Jeff. Like, I don't know why, but apparently Katie and Sadie just straight up refuse to vote Jeff no matter what. So that doesn't work. And now you guys don't have a majority to vote Jeff anymore. But you got to keep in mind, they're still not going to vote you. So now it's going to be 3 votes Jeff. Harold obviously votes you. Duncan votes Harold. So that's... Wait, I need to do the math real quick. How does vote with... You guys don't get any more actions, by the way. There's nothing else you can do here. Oh, wait. I know what I can do. Okay, so it would be 3 votes for Jeff. 1 vote for Harold, because Duncan will vote Harold. 1 vote for Bob. Katie and Sadie, because they don't want to vote Jeff, they would probably be voting... Honestly, out of everyone, I think that they would honestly vote Ezekiel. So that would be 2 votes for Ezekiel. Because... Switch to Harold. No, there's nothing else you guys can do. That was your action. Hold on, so I got their vote. Hold on, whose vote do I have? I got those 3 votes. I got Harold, Harold, and you guys voting Duncan. Who would DJ and Jeff vote? Ethan, your next subseason, can I be Bob? No, fuck off. Maybe. I don't want Jeff to get eliminated because you guys literally rolled a 1. It would not make sense. I kind of need to rethink this vote for a second. Honestly, give me a second. What do you guys think would happen? Be for real, Jeff is voting us. That is true. Jeff would vote you guys. And honestly, Jeff would probably get DJ to vote you guys also, which means there'd be a 3-3-2-1 vote. Because you 3 voting for Jeff, DJ, and Harold voting for you, Duncan voting for Harold, and Katie and Sadie voting for Ezekiel. No, I'm pretty sure Enzo was right. Jeff would vote for you because of the whole Bridget thing. Nice going, Enzo. No, Enzo is right. He's being realistic. The whole Bridget thing, Jeff would be jealous at this point and want to get you eliminated. So now we're at the tiebreaker challenge. Give me a random sick tiebreaker challenge that would happen in a show like Total Drama. The Slopstale... What the fuck? The Slopsticle Showdown. No, this is too much. Make it... It has to be a simple challenge. We're not doing the Slopsticle Showdown. Splat the balloon. Each contestant in a giant water balloon filled with mystery goo. No. Simpler. Rock, paper, gross. No, like the slopsicle showdown is how I described your mother last night. The tiebreaker challenge is to break a tie. Sure, we'll go with that. Here's the thing: you and like if you roll a 1 through 10. No, yeah, if you roll a 1 through 10 right now, you guys are eliminated, and this whole season just ends. If you roll an 11 through 20, we're having another stream in this, and the season continues. You might actually get eliminated here just because you guys rolled in that one. Let's see. You have a 50% chance of just losing here. You guys win the tiebreaker challenge, which means who is it? Jeff still gets eliminated, even though you guys rolled that nat one. So the season continues, and Bob somehow manages to survive. You guys broke the tie first. So this is the cast we have going into part 2 of this stream. Instead of, let's see what's different. So right now, instead of Ezekiel and Sadie being eliminated, we have Courtney and Jeff. And right now, the relationships, Harold hates you. Katie and Sadie kind of like you, but apparently they refuse to vote with you, and I don't know how you guys' side like at all. Jeff and Duncan and DJ still think basically nothing of you. You're mad. Bridget and you are madly in love. Ezekiel really likes you guys, and you guys haven't interacted with anyone on the Go First. So basically, all the women still think you're creeps, and everyone thinks you're a weirdo for that whole Owen situation. And Chris is worried that you guys are a cheater. That's basically everything that's happened in this season so far. But this will be it for part 1 of the stream. I would keep going, but there's not really a lot of people here. And I would rather have more people here. So, yeah, you guys broke 2 relationships. Actually, you guys technically broke 3 relationships so far. Lindsay and Tyler never happened because Tyler doesn't exist. Jeff and Bridget happen because you guys are Bridget. And Courtney and Duncan don't happen because you guys eliminated Courtney the first episode. Basically, the only relationship that still happens this season is Lashana and Harold. Yeah, Lashana and Harold can still happen, which means that if Lashana and Harold happens, Lashana's probably also going to hate you, but we'll get to that later. Ethan, please continue. Question, can I make a character what he would look like? Sure. But now you guys are saying continue. I'd rather have more people here. Don't worry. Like, I'm not ending this. This will continue in another stream. I'm just not continuing it right this moment, you know? It seems like you guys really do want me to continue. I guess I might. Gwen and Trent. Oh, yeah, I forgot Gwen and Trent. That's still probably going to happen. Oh, yeah, you guys care about this. Y'all can draw what Bob would look like. Anyways, I guess I can. I don't know. There's just not a lot of people here. I think I am going to end it for here now. I'm sorry, but the stream will continue again as soon as I can. I don't want to rush this out, you know? So, I'm sorry. No. Let's just go and probably. I don't know at this point. Like, Oh, hey, we got Basketball Wins Teapot here. No, I'm sorry, I'm ending it. There just isn't a lot of people here right now, and honestly, I need more ideas for the season anyways, and we can continue and listen. Guys, peer pressure isn't poggers. We're doing Action and World Tour also, right? I mean, maybe, but the issue, not with World Tour, but with Action, is that I don't really know any of the challenges because I don't care about Action. I'm ending the stream for now, guys. I'm sorry. I'll continue this another time as soon as I can, okay? I'm sorry, but I just, but while the break between this happens, what you guys can do is you guys can draw your versions of Bob, and I'll, promote them on my channel and be like, hey, if you guys want to join the stream next time, I'll be streaming again, you know? So that's what I'll do. We're doing World Tour because Tyler doesn't exist. So, yeah, basically while I'm gone, you guys, if you want, you can draw what Bob looks like or whatever, or come up with ideas for this season. I'll be writing the Bob Insanity arc. Okay, anyways, I'll see you guys later, and thank you all for showing up to the stream. Hopefully I can stream again soon. Bye-bye.